I never got a chance to talk about this yet, and ironically, the game comes out in about 2 months, a little over 2 months, and that is WWE 2K18. And the reason I guess I didn't want to talk about it just yet is because I wanted to make sure we had enough information to talk about. Now, we don't know the roster size just yet, but according to sources, the roster size of characters you can use is going to be the largest we've seen yet. We do know that Seth Rollins is going to be in it. There's no doubt John Cena's in it. We know Kurt Angle's a pre-order. We know Triple H is in it. Pretty much, I'm sure a lot of the superstars, men and women you see on television right now, are going to be part of this in some form or fashion. Now, are there going to be DLC pre-orders and packs? Absolutely. But who will they involve? Well, I would expect one of the packs to be an NXT pack. And I'm talking probably the more recent stars to come up to NXT. I expect we'll get a Legends pack, a moveset pack. There's no doubt about that. And possibly a Futures pack. In other words, superstars that just recently came up to the roster in the past several months. So I would expect those packs to show up. I don't know who will be part of it. Either way, as far as the Superstars and Legends packs go, NXT packs and Future packs go, but I think we can have a pretty good idea as to who it may involve. Now, the biggest thing a lot of people want to talk about here, though, is the new graphics engine. That's right. We have a new graphics engine, supposedly, from what we understand. And this is a long time coming. Here's why. The reason we have a new graphics engine is because of the fact that we have been using the same graphics engine over the past several years, since almost the beginning of the series. That's how long we've been using it. And now we're finally getting a new one. But the reason we've been using the old graphics engine in the game, or they have been using the old graphics engine, I should say, is because of the fact that not only would you be playing this on the Xbox One and the PS4 and the PC and what have you, but you are also playing it on the Xbox 360 and the PS3. So now that the game is mostly exclusive to Xbox One, PS4, and even Nintendo Switch, there had to be a change. Now, unfortunately, Nintendo kind of gets left out in the cold a little bit as far as the graphics engine is concerned. Now, I'm sure they developed a special graphics engine that's going to work with the Switch. I'm pretty sure of that. Unless they have the old graphics engine and they're using that for the Switch version, I suspect what Nintendo Switch is going to get is they're going to get a reduced version of the new graphics engine to be compatible with the Switch. Other things that will not be on Nintendo Switch will be a lot of the modes. The only thing I think they may get is Road to Glory, but that's about it. I think they get one specific mode. I think it's Road to Glory or My Career Mode or something. They get one of those, but they don't get everything. Yeah, they'll get Universe Mode, yes, there's no doubt. But they won't get everything because the graphic capability is not on par to what you have with the PS4, the PS4 Pro, the Xbox One, the Xbox One S, and the Xbox X. From what we understand, it's not on par there. But it's getting there. It's getting to that point. Now, again, we don't know mostly what a lot of the roster is right off the bat. But again, like I said, I'm pretty certain a lot of the superstars you see on television right now are going to be in the game, and a lot of legends you would hope to be in the game will be there as well. Now, as far as some of the gameplay goes, the Road to Glory is supposed to be similar to what you play in WWE Supercard. In other words, you'll have matches and such to help qualify you for pay-per-view events. Universe Mode is going to be new and improved, which I think is pretty good. How new and improved it will be, we don't know yet. But my guesstimation on it is we're going to get something that's going to be a vast improvement over what we've had over the past 2 years. The creation suite has also been improved. Create a video has been improved. Create a video has been improved. Create a superstar has been improved. Create a moveset, if you will, has been improved. I'm pretty sure that's in there. Not a create a finisher, but create a moveset. And of course, create a match. That's right, create a match, which had not been seen since about 2011 for WWE 12, is coming back. Now, what create a match is, from what I remember, is very unique. You can create your own match types. Let's say, for example, you want to do a Money in the Bank, you want to do a ladder match, but you also want to have pinfalls in the match. You can do that. You can create the match to where it's a ladder match, but pinfalls count, and then you climb the ladder. Right? I'm guessing that's what it is. So you can just make a ladder match where it's just, you can make you get the idea. You can be creative with this. You can be creative. For example, one of the things I think, again, I don't know what's going to be brought to the table with this, but create a match basically is you can basically create your own rules for certain matches and certain match types. For example, I think if you do a Hell in a Cell, you can add the stipulation of extreme rules, thus making it a little bit more interesting. I think with extreme rules, you might be able to choose, if they have it, Ring of Fire. I don't really know. The possibilities are endless, so we'll just have to wait and see. But again, 2K18 is definitely a game people are looking forward to. Now, just looking at something there, but anyway, the possibilities, like with create a match and stuff, are endless. But I will say this is something that is a long time in the making, because quite honestly, when you take a look at the other incarnations, like I said, yes, they've improved, yes, they showed improvements and stuff, but there's always been something that's gone awry with them. I think when you look at 2K17, yes, it's a good game, but guess what? There are some major glitches. And I'm not saying 2K18 won't have the same friction in it. I'm not saying 2K18 will not have some glitches, but from what I have seen, this thing does have glitches. I mean, even though I downloaded the game onto my PS4, and I also have a physical copy on hand, just in case, 2K17 has had its problems. I'll give you an example. At times, when I would try to do a 6-person tag, as soon as the other team would come out, after the first team did, as soon as the other team came out, it would crash. Now, some people have told me that's because of the space. Because the PS4 was shrinking in space, in save space, I couldn't be able to do certain games and game match or certain match types because because for some reason the save space in the PS4 wasn't working or wouldn't allow it to happen. Even after, like I said, I've downloaded it and everything, it still would do that. It's only after I deleted a few items from the system that it's worked a little properly. Now, yes, there are still some glitches. Speaking of which, when it comes to certain teams that I've created, certain factions or teams, for some odd, strange reason, some characters, even though they're part of the match, will not be standing alongside other characters. They're there, but they're not there. It's like they completely vanished. So that's a major glitch that has to be addressed. And hopefully it has been. Another glitch is the announcing. This is a major glitch because sometimes the announcing is not on par as to when a superstar shows up. So hopefully they fixed a lot of these problems, but like I said, the major issue was glitches. Another major issue was the referees in the game. In previous 2K WWE games and 2K games, the referee never had to run around a circle almost in the ring just to do a pinfall, just to count a pinfall or anything. He had never had to do that, and yet here that's happening. Now I understand that the referees are going to be sort of improved on. In other words, you might have different authenticities of refs and such, so that might be a good thing. But again, what I'm hoping on the most, what I've hoped they fix the most is the glitches. Like I said, I'm not saying 2K18 will not have some glitches. But I think one of the reasons a lot of the previous games have had it, including 2K17, is due to the fact it was always done on the same engine. It was basically the same engine used over and over and over again. Now, I'm not saying 2K17 isn't a decent game. If you take away the glitches and take away the numerous crashes that me and other players have experienced, it's a pretty decent game. It's a pretty decent game overall. But it's done on the same engine that 2K16, 2K15, 14, 13, 12, 11. It's the same graphical engine all the other games have used. And I think what's happened is it's finally giving out, which is why they've decided to go with a new graphics engine, because of the fact that if they continued with the old one, which they may use for the Nintendo Switch version, not saying they won't, because I got a feeling they're working with Nintendo to create a specific engine or graphics engine for the Switch. But if they had still used the old graphics engine, who knows what we would be getting, which is why I believe they decided to go in this direction. And I'm glad they have. From what I've seen from screenshots and all that, it looks pretty good. And I cannot wait to play this game when it comes out. Now, the question a lot of people would have with each other, are they going to get the digital version? They're going to get the digital deluxe version? Or are they going to get the physical versions? Me, I'm a traditionalist. I'm going to go physical. But down the line, I may go digital as well, just like I've done before, just in case something comes up. But the question is, will me or anybody else get the Cena Nuff Said special edition that's going to have collectible cards, picks if you will, a Cena figure, the game, seasonal pass, and a piece of the WrestleMania 27 mat? I don't know. I can't say. But if I do get it, I do get it. What I'm looking forward to is getting the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite limited edition set because of what's involved there. But we'll just have to wait and see. But again, like I said, I cannot wait to play this. And hopefully a lot has been improved on, especially now that we're getting a new graphics engine. Because like I said, I think the reason for a lot of the major glitches and freeze-ups and stuff is because of the fact that they keep using the same old graphics engine, and it's not helping. I think the old graphics engine is finally just wearing down, and they've realized, let's just go with the new one and be done with it. So hopefully there'll be nothing wrong with this one. I mean, I'm not saying there won't be glitches or anything. There probably will be, but hopefully this one's now been improved on so that we get a decent game on our hands in the next few months. So that's really all I have to say on WWE 2K18, my thoughts on it, and what to expect. I know that with the addition of 8-man tags, which I did forget to mention, I'm glad that they're bringing that back, because because a lot of us fans have always been like, why aren't we getting 8-man tags or 8-man matches or 8-women matches or whatever? You got a big enough roster, you allow us to create big enough CAW rosters, why don't you let us take advantage of that? And thankfully they're doing that. But here's why I don't think they allowed us to take advantage. Again, it goes back to the graphics engine. The graphics engine probably couldn't hold the capacity of allowing us to go to 8-man tags like it used to, I think, when it was started with SmackDown Just Bring It. So hopefully with this new graphics engine, we'll be able to get more than just 8-man tags. What I'm hoping for in the future, like let's say 2K19, Maybe we'll get 10-man matches or 10-man tags or 10 women tags. Who knows? But this is a start. And again, like I said, I think the reason we were limited to just the 6-person stuff was because of the graphics engine. And now that they got a new one, hopefully things will work out. But that's all I can say on 2K18, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll talk to y'all later.